permission to go crazy. There you go. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I don't know what to say. It's a very, very warm welcome and something that I'll never get used to. So I really appreciate your kindness. Thank you.
That's great.
Are we sitting?
Oh, yeah, you can sit whatever you like.
Perch up? Is that cool to sit?
Let's do this.
Game of musical chairs right here.
So does it still surprise you, the fandom around Harry Potter? I mean, it's been over 10 years now. You're obviously super familiar with it, but do you never get used to it?
No, you never get used to it, and you certainly never get bored of it. I've only been to Toronto once before, and it was maybe for a handful of hours, so I've been looking forward to coming back here for a while, and having all these friendly, excited faces makes it even better. So I really appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you, very kind of you.
Well, as I said off the top, I had the fortune to actually travel to London to visit the set up in Hertfordshire, if I'm saying that right.
Hertfordshire, yeah.
Hertfordshire?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
Roughly, all right. Why was it so important to keep this franchise, filmed in London with British actors, and why do you think it turned out so much better than if it had perhaps been filmed in America through Hollywood?
I dare not even comment on that. No, as far as I know, it was just the request of J.K. Rowling. It was Rowling rather. It was always her intentions to keep it in England and to try and keep as many English people attached to it as possible. And we're very grateful because it's really done wonders for the English film franchise. Other than James Bond, we didn't really have much going for us, and Harry Potter's kind of taken over that. And there's been
What's James Bond?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's complicated.
What do you think? When Daniel Craig retires, should Tom Felton be the next James Bond?
Ooh.
Get the campaign started. I want to ask
like
you quickly
that.
about being in Canada. Do we have any interesting rituals or habits other than being in love with you?
You're a very interesting bunch, for sure. You're exceptionally generous, kind. I haven't met one person my whole time here who doesn't seem to be thrilled and excited and very smiley. So, not that I'm talking bad about other nations, but you guys particularly seem exceptionally happy. So, it's a great trait to have as a nation. The Canadians are a happy bunch, for sure. I will come back first chance I get, for sure.
We're actually very sad. It's just when you're around we get happy.
There's only one answer to that, really, isn't there? Of course, yeah. I mean, not only the cast that you guys know and love, but also the crew as well. We were very, very blessed to have. It sounds very cheesy, but we were very much so a family. I grew up with a lot of the crew members and the cast as well. So it's only since finishing, actually, that I realised how extraordinarily lucky we were. These guys are not only my colleagues, but also some of my best friends. So I feel very lucky to have had the last 10 years with them.
And how are you doing in the wake of, you're not shooting these movies anymore? You've had some time to do other things. How is that making you feel these days?
It's depressing, I'm standing in a room just chanting spells at myself. No, it's cool. It's very different. It feels a bit like finishing university or school, I guess, in a strange way. And now we've kind of graduated to the big bad world. But yeah, it's been fun. And like I say, the longer I spend away from it, the more I realise how incredibly lucky we were to be part of it. So yeah.
Well, congratulations on Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Whenever you were on screen, I was like, oh, I love Tom Felton, but I hate Dodge. Let's open the floor to some more questions. Michelle with the microphone. Oh, hey.
Hi, Tom.
Same neighborhood.
First,
Hey.
I'd like to say welcome to Toronto.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
My question for you is, do you get a lot of negativity for playing as a villain?
There's been a few hesitant 6-year-olds over 3 days. Understandably so. I seem to make babies cry like no one else. They haven't even seen it, and yet they hate me already. Yeah, it's very humbling, actually. I've had lots of people, not only from Potter, but also from recently Rise of the Apes. I've had some names thrown at me over the last couple of weeks, usually heavily negative, but I take that as nothing but a compliment, If you guys manage to hate me in those movies, then I must be doing something right, so...
Because you really are a nice guy.
Well, that's an act. I'm more like Draco and Dodge. This is a whole... I like to think that I'm a world away from my characters that I've been lucky enough to play. I definitely don't share any character traits to Draco, or Dodge for that matter, yeah.
Can you talk just quickly about meeting Daniel, Rupert, and Emma for the first time and getting to know them 10 or 11 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, it's all a little hazy, but who can forget meeting those three? Oddly, my first ever audition, I believe, was with Emma. We had a whole row of young kids, and Emma was the girl standing next to me, and that was our very, very first audition, so it was quite weird coming back when we were all cast to see her again. Rupert was larger than life and funny as can possibly be. He's got comedic timing down to a key. And Daniel is Daniel. He's a larger than life, hugely intelligent. He was 12 going on 26 it seems. So yeah, he's a very special guy.
Cool. Back to the floor.
Michelle's over on the right side somewhere. I don't see her in the... Oh, she's jumping again by the light. You're always by the light. It's so hard to see. Here we go.
Hi. I have a non-Harry Potter question.
All right, let's try
I know
it.
you're very involved with music and you have a company or something like that. And I was wondering if you actually have a CD or if you have anything online that we could maybe purchase so we could...
I've got a suitcase full of them. I'm selling them at the end of the show. I'm not, sorry, in case you're... yeah, I have recorded some music. Music's always been something that's been fun for me, and I've been lucky enough to sort of learn to play guitar while waiting for scenes to happen and things like that. So it's been something that I've always been keen on doing. And yeah, there is some music online on YouTube and iTunes and stuff like that. So I appreciate any support. That's very kind of you.
Did you ever go see the Wizard Rock band Draco and the Malfoys?
I've heard of these guys. Yeah, I've actually spoken to a couple of them over the phone once. They have some strange song titles, but yeah, flattering nonetheless.
Matt Lewis, who plays Neville Longbottom, was in Toronto not too long ago, and he plays music as well.
Let's hear it from Matt Lewis. Come on.
Any chance we'll ever see a Draco Neville combo song together? Collaboration?
Possibly.
Oh! He did not rule it out.
I did not rule it out. No. Matthew's a dear friend of mine, and yeah, you know, Draco and Neville, they're really cut from the same cloth.
Right, yeah.
When you think about it. No, it was nice to see him come into his heroic fashion in the last two films, definitely.
Back to the floor.
From the floor.
Hi, Tom. Do you find the transition from children's films into adult films difficult?
Not really. We never really looked at Harry Potter films as being for children.